If you like saving money, then stick with me because in today's video, I'm sharing with you some easy Christmas DIYs and hacks, so let's go. For our first project, I have a quick and easy garland to share with you. I picked this garland up on Temu's website and I want to thank them for sponsoring today's video. If you're not familiar with Temu, they are a website with practically everything you need at huge savings. They're running a site-wide sale with savings up to 90% off. They have free shipping and free returns up to 90 days. And if you happen to have a late delivery, you can get a $5 credit. They also have something cool called their price protection policy. So if you order something and then within 30 days the price drops, you can request a partial refund. I will also have all the links to everything I'm showing you in the description box of today's video. Or you can use my code LIZ100 in the product search bar on Temu's website to claim a $100 coupon bundle. So I love the way the garland looks, but I wanted to make it a little bit more Christmassy. So I wanted to make a few of the tassels look like Christmas trees. I decided on a few of the green tree colors. I'm not going to do all of them. On one of the tassels, I'm going to pull off a few of the pieces of yarn up top and I'm going to cut it off. Then I'm going to pull off a few more underneath there and cut it. I'm trying to make it look tapered like a Christmas tree. Then I'll do the same on another green tree, cutting once and then pulling up a little bit more and cutting again. And I'm going to repeat this step on all of those green colored trees on my tassel. Now to dress it up, I'm also going to be using these wooden stars and this pack of pom-poms that I got on Temu's website. I didn't realize how many craft supplies Temu has. I'm gonna hot glue the stars to the top of the trees that I previously cut. And then I'm just going to use the white pom-poms and I'm gonna hot glue 4 white pom-poms on each tree. I absolutely love how this turned out. You could hang it on your mantle or a mirror or really anywhere in your home. Now, if you don't already have the Temu app, you're gonna wanna download it because Temu is offering an exclusive 90% off this next tumbler I'm about to show you for Liz Fenwick DIY viewers. All you have to do is click the link in the description box. This tumbler would make such a great Christmas present. I picked it up in the white color. Now this time of year, I love to be festive. I wanted to show you a way you could make your water just a little bit more festive with these ice cubes. They're great for parties or you can have them all the time. So you're going to need an ice cube tray and you're gonna fill it up with some of your favorite holiday ingredients. I'm gonna be using oranges that I cut up, some rosemary, and pomegranate seeds. So fill each ice cube tray as much as you like and then fill it the rest of the way with water. Place it into the freezer and then you can add these to your water. I also found these adorable toppers on Temu's website that I'm gonna be using the whole month of December. They're so cute. Let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite. Santa, present, or reindeer. Make sure you don't miss out on this awesome savings for this tumbler. You know how much I love to create items out of concrete and Christmas is no exception. When I was searching on Temu's website, I came across these molds that I thought would be perfect to create some DIYs. The tree molds were made out of silicone and they were in 2 sizes. The smaller one was only $3.98 and the larger one was $6.48. Such a good price. Now, when they came in the mail, I was so happy that they had a base so that I could set them down whenever I was pouring in the concrete. Now, this is such an easy project to do. You're just going to need some kind of concrete and you're going to put it into a container. Then you're going to add water and mix it together. You want to add as much water until you get it to about a pudding consistency. I find that that's the easiest to work with. Once you have your concrete mixed up, you're going to spoon a little bit into your mold. You want to shake it a little bit to get any air bubbles out of your silicone mold. Then continue these steps, add a little bit more concrete and then shake out any bubbles. And you're going to do this till you get to the top of the mold. Repeat this with both of your molds. Let it dry for about 5 hours, and if you can wait overnight, that's probably even better, because I have to tell you guys, I probably started taking my mold out a little too soon, and I had one of the pieces break off. Now, if you do have a piece break off, you can always hot glue it back on, but if you wait a little bit longer, it's gonna be stronger. Once you get it out of the mold, if you need to sand down any of the edges, you can do that with some sandpaper. Look how adorable these looked styled in my living room. Let's make a holiday wall art. You're going to need a canvas, any size will work, and you're gonna start by spray painting it a holiday color. I went with this dark green color. Once your spray paint dries, we're gonna add on a holiday stencil. I found this set of trees on Temu's website, and it came with 4 stencils, but I'm just gonna be using 2 stencils. I thought they would be perfect to create a cool winter scene. Next, you're gonna place your stencils down onto your wall art. You're gonna need some spackling and a spatula, and you're going to scrape on the spackling on top of your stencil. Now, you really don't want it to be perfect. Honestly, creating different levels will add in that texture that we wanna see on your tree. So add your spackling on, and then you can pull up the stencil. Now, when I pulled up the second stencil, it pulled up some of the spackling. No big deal. You can lay your stencil back down and just press down again, pull it up, and it looked perfect. Now, with the bottom, I wanted to create the look of the snow at the bottom, so I just used my spatula and some spackling and added a little bit to the bottom, and it just looked like snow. Now, another thing with this is if you painted it not really a holiday color, maybe more of a winter color, you could leave this up in your house for several months past the holidays. You're gonna let this dry overnight and then style it in your home. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Comment the word of the day, which is DIY Christmas. You are not gonna believe these adorable mushrooms I found on Temu's website. I had to pick them up in 3 different colors. I went with the Christmas colors, and they were only $4.97. The mushrooms are glass, but they have holes in the top that are perfect for floral stems. So I found these gold floral stems that I wasn't sure how they would look, but they turned out so cute. I just put 2 stems in each of the mushrooms and then styled them on some books I had in my living room. Now, I love the mushroom trend, but let me know down in the comments, are you still loving it too? Now, if you've been watching any of my Christmas videos, you know I love the gingerbread house trend. And so when I found these food safe containers, I thought they would be perfect for some gifts that I was planning. I wanted to make a reindeer food recipe for gifting, and these little boxes are gonna be perfect. Now, you can buy these on Temu's website in a pack of 20 for only $5.12. Let me show you how to make this. In a large bowl, you're gonna combine 5 cups of rice checks and about 2 cups of pretzels. That you're missing. In a separate bowl, you're gonna combine a 1.5 cups of dark chocolate with about a 1.5 cups of peanut butter. Whatever we do, we will be all right. These holiday wonders. Put that in the microwave and melt it, and then you're gonna mix it together. It's just tonight come true. The love I live. Now you're gonna pour that mixture onto your dry ingredients and mix everything together until it's nice and coated. Now you wanna let this mixture cool down a little bit. You're gonna put it in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes to an hour. Now in a separate bowl, you're going to add your mixture into it and then coat it with some powdered sugar, about 1/2 cup at a time. Then add the rest of your mixture in and put about another 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. You're gonna mix it all together. You want your mixture to be coated in powdered sugar, so you can add in additional powdered sugar. Now, if it's not sticking really well, put it back in the refrigerator for another hour or so, then pull it out and add some more powdered sugar. Now from there, you can finish it off with some of those miniature Reese's Pieces and some M&Ms. I would put about 1 cup in there, mix that all together, and then you can fill up your little containers. These containers were so cute and so easy to assemble, and they're the perfect size for gifting. Put a little bit of your reindeer food inside, and then they also come with the strings on there, so you can add a string to the back and just tie it on the front. I knew this Christmas I only wanna be close to you. One of my favorite things I found on Temu's website for Christmas decorating were these vintage bells. Honestly, they were perfect. I didn't even have to paint them. They looked so good. I will link to the ones that I'm using down in the description box, but I will say they do sell out quickly this time of year just because they're so popular. I also picked up a wreath and some burlap ribbon, and I also got this really cute velvet dark red ribbon. I feel like dark red is such a popular color this Christmas season, so it'd be great to use in some of your DIYs. I'm gonna start by adding burlap ribbon to the top. This is what I'm gonna use to hang my wreath. Next, I'm gonna add on that red velvet ribbon. And I'm gonna attach my bells to that red velvet ribbon, and I'll just tie them into a knot. I'll also tie a bow with that red velvet ribbon. One of the tricks I like to do whenever I'm DIYing a wreath is I like to hang it up because I feel like it looks so much different when it's hanging up versus sitting down on your table. And then from there you can decide what you want to add. So I wanted to add a little bit more of that red velvet ribbon to my bells. I also decided to add another piece of red velvet ribbon over the burlap ribbon. But here's how it looks all together. I absolutely love it. I love that on Temu's website, you can find these large acrylic ornaments at such an inexpensive price. Like I was able to find this 10-piece set of star acrylic ornaments for just $2.39. Now let me show you what I'm gonna do with these. First, you need to remove the plastic that comes on the acrylic. This is just to help prevent scratching. You're gonna need some red and green paint. Now I'm gonna be painting red on one side of my ornaments, and then some of them I'm gonna paint green. And I didn't want it to go all the way to the edge. I honestly wanted it to look like just kind of paintbrush strokes. So I added that. Now my red went on really well, but with the green, I had to do several coats. And I let the paint dry in between each coat. Now, once your paint is dry, you're gonna flip them over to the front, and using a gold paint pen, I'm going to write names. Now there's a couple of things you can do with these. One, you can add on a pretty red ribbon, and these would be perfect to hang on your tree. But you can also use them as labels on your packages. So I found this gorgeous craft paper on Temu's website, and I'm gonna wrap up a present with that. I also found Christmas washi tape. So cute. I picked 4 different washi tapes that I really liked, and I'm just going to add them on kind of in an L pattern where they crisscross each other. Really easy to do. This is a good alternative that you can use when wrapping your packages to using ribbon, and it takes less time to do, and it's already got the tape built in. After you put on your washi tape, I'm gonna be using red and white twine to attach my acrylic ornament. All I'm gonna do is wrap the red and white twine around the back, add in the acrylic ornament, and tie it in the front. Now let me show you a quick DIY you can do to really set your Christmas table apart. So you're going to need a set of these wooden trees. They come in a pack of 10 on Temu's website. I'm gonna start with the trees. I'm gonna stain them different colors. So I got out a few of my different stains. I wanted to do some in a light stain and some in a dark stain. Whenever I'm staining anything, I like to wear gloves because this will stay on your hands. And then using a paper towel, I'm just going to wipe the stain on and off of my tree. I find that the paper towel works easier when you're staining something with different layers because you can really get into each of those areas. Let your stain dry completely, and then I wanted to add kind of a border around the bottom edge. So I found this green color I had, and I'm just going to paint that around the edge. Next, I'm going to drill a hole into the top of each of my trees. Now, using some wire I'm just going to place that in. I'm gonna cut it off about 1.5 inches above where it's folded at the top. This is going to create a place card holder for me. Now, what should you use to put in your place card holders? Well, I like to just keep it simple. I'm gonna get some white cardstock and cut it down to size, and then make sure all of your cardstock pieces are about the same size. And I also found some Christmas scrapbook paper, so I pulled out a few of the sheets of paper that I really liked. Next, I'm going to be using a 1-inch hole punch. I got this in a set of 3 on Temu's website. The 1-inch one was the largest one. And I'm going to be using that hole punch to cut out a few circles. Now, if you turn it on the back side with the hole punch, you can see what you're cutting out, so you can cut out really the design that you're looking for on your paper. I'm going to hot glue 2 of the circles on my white cardstock. Then I'm going to make them look like ornaments by using a Sharpie to add on a topper and a string. And then you can just write the names of whatever guests are coming to your event. Place these name cards into the top of your place card holders. Then you can add them to the top of your place settings. Let me show you how to make an adorable penguin ornament. This is such a fun craft to do. Now, you're gonna need some circle ornaments. I found this pack of 30. Now, with a Sharpie, you want to create the outline of your penguin. So at the top, you're going to make almost like a heart shape. And then you're going to draw a line down to make the body of your penguin. Next, you want to go back in with your Sharpie and color in the outside edge around your penguin. Then you're going to add 2 eyes with that black Sharpie. Then, using another color, I went with a gold paint pen. You're going to create a diamond shape for the nose. I wanted it to be a little bit more realistic, so I found some almost like a dark gray paint, and using a sponge, I'm going to dip my paint into the sponge, and then I'm just going to dab it around the edge just to make my lines look not so harsh. I also dabbed the paint around the black Sharpie that I put on there. Now, to bring out the detail in the nose, you're going to draw a line around your nose. And then I also added some gold around the edge of my ornaments. I'm gonna hang these up with a red velvet ribbon on my tree. Now, don't forget, you guys, to download the Temu app. I'm going to put the link in the description box of today's video. Now, if you're wanting even more savings, you can type my code into the product search bar on Temu's website. Remember, my code is Liz100. Using that code, you'll be able to claim a $100 coupon bundle. You can also pick up the tumbler I showed you earlier for 90% off, so that might be a good item to pick up for this Christmas. All right, it's your turn to vote. Let me know down in the comments which of these DIYs was your favorite. I love knowing your opinion. And make sure you subscribe because I want to see you back here, and I'll see you in our next one. Bye.